Hello, Gigi here from GGmadeit.com. If you are new to me, my name is Gay Glaspie. I am the G and the G in GGmadeit. I am the knitter, the blogger, the yarn hoe. I'm coming in today with another completed object as well as a review of a yarn that's fairly new to me. So if you have been following the videos, I did a video on my New Jersey wool walk haul, and in there you'll see that I purchased a yarn from Universal Yarns, and it's called Bamboo Bloom Hand Paints, and it doesn't tell me the blend. Hold, guys. It doesn't say. I need to find out what the blend is on this for you guys. I'll put that information in the description box below. But can you see the sun is... There we go. So, as you can see, it's a thick and thin. Of course, it's in my favorite colorway. It has your orange in it. It has gray. It has brown. It has gold. And I saw this in Hooked down in Haddonfield, New Jersey. And they had a shawl displaying this yarn as one of the samples. And I fell in love. So, of course, I had to come and find out what the shawl was. And I did that. And I made it. So, I want to talk about this yarn. Okay. As you can see, like I said, it is a thick and thin. It goes from a nice puffy, and then it gets thin, and it goes back to the fluff eventually. So then it fluffs there. And you see the thickness of the fluff changes as well. So what I love the most about this is very soft. I have to get the content for you guys, but what I loved is the fact that it does the work for you. And what do you mean, Gigi? What I mean is I didn't have to worry about doing any special stitches. I just knit. So you can see the shawl right there over my shoulder. Right there. I'm going to bring it closer for you guys to see. But it's just garter stitch, and you'll see how it creates a texture because of the thick and thin, or the way that this yarn is laid out. So definitely impressed with this yarn. The pattern called for 3 skeins, and I didn't use all 3. This is what I have left. So I'm probably going to make me a headband or something with the rest of this yarn. But I absolutely will be using it. So let's get into this pattern. So the pattern is on Ravelry. The title of it is After the Storm by Susie Eltz. It's a free pattern. And back to that yarn, it is a rayon wool and acrylic blend. So it's 48% rayon, 44 wool, and 8% acrylic. So that's the blend of the yarn. Again, that yarn is called Bamboo Bloom Hand Paints by Universal Yarns. So let's talk about the pattern, right? Your pattern is your basic side to side, I'm showing you the wrong side to side shawl. So you start with, it is a free pattern, I said that, right? So you start on the end with, I always knot my ends, that's just a preference, but I want to say I think it's six stitches, and you knit up to 70 or something. But what I love about this is this fringe that's on the ends is knitted in. So you do a 5 stitches before the stitch marker. So your setup row, you knit 5, add a stitch marker, knit 1. right? So after the stitch marker is where you're doing your increases to make your shawl grow. But before the stitch marker, you're always doing 5 stitches, which is a garter, right, section. The unique part about it is at the end, when you bind off, you unravel. And I'm going to show you how I did that. You unravel and you tie knots and you create your own little fringe. Now, once you unravel, it has a loop in it, but I decided to cut. But I'm going to show you all that in a little demonstration that I did. But it's a pretty hefty, or not hefty, I guess I would say generous scarf. It's a decent size. I love the fringe. If you've been following me for a while, you know I love wraparound space. I like to be able to tie my pieces. So, yep. I like it, I like it, I like it. I love it for, like I said, a couple things. The pattern itself is very simple. So if you've done a side to side shawl before, you can do this. If you can knit, you got it, right? And knit front and back, I believe. So, and knit 2 together to decrease, increase your basic decreases and your basic increases is, guess what I want to say, right? So you get, the new part for me was unraveling the fringe at the end, right? So that was kind of scary, having to just drop your stitches off the needle, if you will. But you will see in my demonstration, not scary as scary as I thought it would be, and it works out well. So again, you have a decent size shawl. I'll turn around here. I can't. It hangs. The point hits right at my butt, right? So it will cover your shoulders. If you have on something sleeveless this time of year, it's cold in your office, it's perfect to cover your shoulders. And again, very, very soft. So I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to let you see what I did to create this fringe. Now, I did, and you'll see this as well, I cut it, as I said, because it comes out, it's in a loop, as well as I steamed it, because you knit it, it comes out real crinkly. It's real, some people like it that way. I didn't, so I steamed the ends so that my fringe would hang freely. So, another new yarn to me, Bamboo Bloom handprints. I approve, in case you were wondering. And this pattern. So let's talk about the pattern for a minute. There's a few projects there, but I can honestly tell you, had I not seen this shawl in the shop, I don't know that I would have paid it any attention. And I say that because presentation is key. And the picture on the pattern isn't the most flattering, in my opinion. Solely my opinion. So had I not seen this live and in person, I don't know that I would have bothered. So if you decide to check it out, it is on my page. Again, the pattern is After the Storm. Don't let that turn you off, because as you can see, it comes out to a very, very, very nice project, and it's simple to do. So that's it for now. The questions that I normally get, this head wrap I made just out of some leftover yarn. I'm actually working on another one right now. I was on Periscope. If you're on Periscope, follow me. I'm in this challenge for the month of May, Scope a Day. So if you are on Periscope, come on over. I'll put the details in the description box below. My pretty brown doll, Yolanda, you guys know Yolanda, right? The maker of these keychains and of these beautiful dolls. You guys know Yolanda. Say hi. She is having a challenge that you scope every day for the month of May. She gives you topics. So if you're on Periscope, come on over. But I got to the Periscope because I had this wrap on the last time that I scoped, and there was a lot of inquiries. So I am making some more in some spring summery colors, and I will be putting them up on the shop. So if you are following, if you're not following, you might want to follow if you feel like this is something you'd be interested in. I'm going to make a few and post them. So basically, that's it, guys. I am, as I said, very happy with uh, this. Very happy. Love the yarn. Again, and if I can get just a little so you guys can see how it just does its own thing, right? So you just knit the striping of the color, everything is just perfect to me. You just, and this isn't guard, I'm sorry, this is stockinette, but still it does the work for you. Does the work for you. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So stay tuned. I'm going to put a video up showing you how I unraveled it, and that's it for now. I will be back and I will see you guys soon. Thanks again for the comments. And are you subscribed? Subscribe, because I'm starting. I'm back. I'm back. I am going to post. I'm getting my life together, so don't miss out on anything. Again, this is Gigi from GGmadeit.com, and you will find all the ways to stay connected to me listed in the description box. Have a good day. Okay, guys, so here is, I finished the After the Storm, and I actually started to bind off already, but here is the edging, which is 5 stitches. You see that it's just garter stitch that goes all the way around the perimeter of the scarf. So all you're doing really is, I already bound off the first stitch, and you are just going to, let me show you here, right? You just pull it out, and you see how it stops naturally, and you're just going to knot it at the end to stop it from unraveling any further. So just make a little knot, pull it through, go back, pull it, and again, you see how it just stops naturally, and at the edge there, you want to make a knot. And you just keep repeating that process. As you can see, you see how it's the little loops on the end? I cut them, and I'll show you that later on. You continue this process, unravel, get your loop out, tighten it up to the edge, and tie your knot. So you're going to continue to do that until you have finished them all. And according to the pattern, then that's the end of it. You're done. Right? So after you have pulled them all out, then you're done, like I said, according to the pattern. But what I did was I took my scissors, my little nips, and I cut the loops because I didn't like the loops. And as you can see, what I was trying to explain before, you see, because this is been unraveled, it's very wrinkled, it's very crinkled up, which I wasn't a fan of. So what I did after I got them all, I mean, the fringe is nice. I like the way it's knitted on, and when you unravel, you have a nice, decent amount of fringe. I like that. I just didn't like how wrinkled it was. So I'm going to grab my steamer and blast those wrinkles out. Okay, so if you've been following me for a while, you know for Christmas my daughter got me the Conair steamer, and I love this thing. Okay, so I'm going to blast these wrinkly ends with my steamer, and you see how just hitting it really quickly straightens them out, which is so much better for me. I didn't like them all crinkled up the way they were. Once you blast them with the steamer, it straightens those babies out, and you have some nice straight fringe. You see, even with them being so crinkly, it was an issue for me to get them to lay straight enough for me to steam them out. So I steamed all of the fringe so that it would lay straight. And I can honestly tell you that I don't know how I survived without my steamer. My daughter got it for me for Christmas, and you see how nice the edges look once it's been steamed. Love it, love it, love it. Very happy with it. Very, very happy. So, all steamed, edges are all straight, and it's ready to go. As I said to you before, oops, I found another loop that needed to be cut, and I'm sure I'm going to find them as I go along. But overall, impressed. Love the yarn. Love that it gives you texture without so much work. As you can see, it has a nice drape to it, and I steamed the shawl itself just lightly, but I am very pleased, very, very pleased with the outcome.